Testing. Good evening, football fans. This is Bob Graves along with Ronnie Jones and Gil Robert Reynolds on the camera. We're coming to you tonight from Benny Douglas Stadium. And we're going to have this final district game between the Littlefield Wildcats and the Muleshoe Mules. The Mules are already in the playoffs, and they will play next Thursday night at Dick Bivens Stadium at 8 o'clock. They'll play the Perryton Rangers. So we know who we're going to play, but of course this is also a big game tonight, and the Mules want to finish out the regular season with a win. The Mules come into this contest with 7 wins and 2 losses, and they're 2-1 in district. Littlefield comes in with 4 wins and 5 losses and 0-3 in district. But Littlefield's always a tough opponent for the Mules, and they've lost some close games this year, and they've had a lot of injuries. So this won't be an easy game, I don't think, because they always play good, tough football. A little bit of information about the Wildcats. We've told you their records, and their coach is Coach Brian Huseman. And their offense will be a power I out of a spread formation. Their defense will be more of a 50 defense or 5-2. Their quarterback is a good athlete, 6'2", 190-pound, or 6 feet, 190-pound quarterback is Hoberchek. And also their running back, one of their better running backs will be the coach's son, Colby Huseman. Hobrock is that name. Aaron Hobrock is the quarterback. For the Mules, coached by Coach David Wood, the Mules, like we mentioned, have already qualified for the playoffs. And Corey Atwood last week injured a knee and will not play tonight, but they hope to have him back for the playoffs. And last week, the Mules really had an outstanding game against the Brownfield Cubs. They were ahead 34-0 and then won 34-7. Brady Black had a big game, rushed for 184 yards. Brady is third on the South Plains in 3A in total yards rushing with 876 yards. And what I can understand, both the offensive and defensive lines for the Mules really played well. And, of course, also had another strong game at quarterback out of Brant Hamilton. I'll give you the starting lineups for the Mules. Jeff Circle is the center tonight in the place of Atwood. And he's number 55. The right guard is Juan Nunez, number 73. The right tackle, Josh Shelburne, has moved. He also plays defense, but he's playing offense tonight, number 51. And the tight end is Joel Salcido. The left guard is Lorenzo Nunez, number 65. Jordan Bonds is the left tackle, number 63. And the split end, or split receiver, is number 14, Tyler Wood. The quarterback is sophomore Brant Hamilton. The fullback, this is the second week he's been in the fullback position. Number 2, Caleb Heinrich, 5'10", 175-pound junior. Of course, one Carlos Reyes was injured, and he will probably play defense, but he has an injured hand, and he can't play offense. The tailback is number 44, Brady Black. And he's a 6', 195-pound junior. By the way, Hamilton is 6 feet, 170. And Chris Kendall is the wingback, 6'1", 160-pound senior. And Ronnie, give us some information on the Littlefield Wildcats.
Okay, Bob, you mentioned a record at 4-5, 0-3 in district play, and I also understand that this will be the first time in school history that the Littlefield Wildcats have not won a district game if they do not win tonight, and that's in school history. So you can imagine that they will be very fired up for the ball game here tonight. And according to the scouting report on Littlefield. They're very sound fundamentally. The backs run very hard. The line is a good blocking line, and then defense will hit you and get after you. So it sounds like it's the same old Littlefield bunch. They've just had a little hard luck and lost some close games, and also have had some injuries this year. But we look forward to a tough game out here, and we have a beautiful night for this time of year for football. On offense for the Littlefield Wildcats, on the left side will be Clayton Giannis, number 45 at end, 5'9", 195, a senior. At tackle will be Mickey Holmes, number 77, 6 foot 210, a senior. And at guard will be Richard Rodriguez, number 54, 5'10", 185, a junior. At center will be Tim Hall, number 75. He's 6 feet 205, a senior. On the right side of the line will be at guard Simon Voigt, number 55, 6 feet 185, a junior. At tackle will be Shane McDaniel, number 65, 6'1", 185, a senior. And at the wide receiver will be DePatrick Rosemond, number 84, 5'9", 140, a senior. In the backfield, Aaron Hobroch is at quarterback, number 10, 6 feet 190, a senior. At fullback will be Gabriel Reyes, number 28, 5'9", 175, a junior. And we understand starting now at tailback will be Colby Huseman, 6'2", 190, a sophomore. And at the wing back will be Matt Hall, number 11, 5'11", 160, a junior. On the defensive side for Littlefield, sitting up in their 5-man front will be nose guard Richard Rodriguez. He's number 54. At tackles will be Simon Vogt, number 55, and Mackie Holmes, number 77. C. Giannis also on the line, number 45. And at corner will be Blake DeMille, I believe is the way you pronounce that, number 22, 5'6", 150, a sophomore. And Dustin McClellan, number 35, 9', 165, a sophomore. At the linebacking positions will be Eric Lundberg, number 86, 6 feet 160, a junior. Gabriel Reyes, number 28, 5'9", 175, a junior. And Colby Huseman, number 15, 5'9", 190, a junior. At free safety will be Ryan Hackler, number 88, 5'9", 145, a senior. And at strong safety, Stephen, let's see now, Bob, this will have to be changed here. We need to get this one corrected. We'll do that. Okay, we'll have to correct that as the game starts because they have one player out that we do have down, and that'll be at strong safety, and we'll get that to you later. So, Bob, those are the lineups, the records, and right now we're just awaiting the beginning of this game, and this is, of course, our last regular season game, and we'll look forward to this. Good ball game tonight, and then, of course, the playoffs next week. Okay, Bob, we're ready to get this one underway, our final regular season game and final district ball game here between Littlefield and Muleshoe. As you said, the Mules are going to the playoffs next week in Amarillo and Dick Bevins Stadium against Perryton, regardless of the outcome of this game. But both teams will be trying very hard to win. Littlefield, as we said, 0-3 in district play, and has never had a season in which they didn't win at least one district game. The Wildcats also, Bob, have a chance to salvage a 500 season if they win this game. They're 4-5 on the season. Of course, the Mules 7-2 on the season, 2-1 in district play. The Mules will kick off. They won the toss and deferred until the second half, so they'll kick off from the south end. The Wildcats down on the north end receiving. Back deep will be number 11 for the Wildcats. That is, where's my Littlefield? Number 11 is Matt Hall. He'll be back deep for the Wildcats. There's a kick. It's kind of a low-line drive type kick taken by Hall. And he's running hard. He's to the outside, and he has some running room tackled out there by number 4 out around the 35-yard line. Closer to the 33. That's Erwin Lewis on the tackle. He had a couple of other Mules helping out, and so Littlefield will put the ball in play there. Hall running very hard, got outside the front line of the Muleshoe defenders there, and then was tackled by Irwin Lewis. Okay, for the 34. We'll split that. I said 35 and you said 33, so it's 34. The quarterback is Aaron Hobrack. The tailback is Kobe Huseman, I understand tonight. And there is Huseman taking the handoff, number 15, and he has some running room over the right side. Had about 5 yards in there before he was tackled in there by Salcedo and Nunez on the tackle. Huseman, number 15, and at tailback, Gabriel Reyes, the fullback, number 28, and the quarterback, number 10, Aaron Hobrack. So a 6-yard pickup over the right side. Littlefield likes to just line up and, as the coaches say, test your manhood, and they made 6 yards on that first carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 4 to go for the Wildcats. Deep set I formation. Huseman back deep in the I. Hobrack under center. Pitches to Huseman. Huseman around the right side, flag down, and he makes a yard or two and is really snowed under over on that left defensive side by the Mules in, and there is a flag down. So that should be probably motion on the Wildcats. We'll see. That was circle in on the tackle in for the Mules, and it's offsides on Muleshoe. Okay, so that'll be a 1st down. The call against the Mules. And it is a 1st down, a 5-yard penalty, so a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They have the ball all the way out to the 44-yard line now. And they have, they keep this drive going. The Mules last week against Brownfield had 3 and out very quickly against Brownfield, but didn't work out that way so far tonight against Littlefield. Receivers out wide to both sides, slot over on the right side. Back to pass. The left-handed pass is overthrown. No one close to it then. Hobrack, number 10, a left-hander, looked left, and then he did heave that one out there, Bob, about 40 yards, but well covered then was their receiver, and that ball just overthrown. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. They were trying to get one on the board in a hurry. Then against the Mules, it's 2nd and 10. Number 84 this time out wide to the left side. That's D. Patrick Rosemond. And a little bootleg action there and a couple of yards. Pretty good defense by the Mules. It looked like then that Hobrack slipped as he faked to his running back, and then he just cut back up inside and picked up a couple. Danny Bonilla, yeah, that was a quarterback bootleg. Danny Bonilla on the tackle in. It's 3rd down and 8. Okay, it'll be 3rd down and 8 to go for the Wildcats now. The ball on the 46-yard line, Wildcat territory. Another bootleg to the right side. There's a pass across the middle, and we have a receiver down. No flags. I think he just fell. Incompleted forward pass. And it'll be a 4th down coming up. Oh, was that 15? I thought it was that flag. Okay. I thought the bootleg wasn't. Okay, so a couple of incompleted passes on that series, and it'll be 4th down. The Wildcats will be punting. And back deep is Tyler Wood. Hall will be the punter for the Wildcats, and good snap and a good high kick. That one down to about the 15-yard line. Wood catches the ball. Now he has some running room. He's across the 20, 25, 27, across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Good running in there, but Tyler Wood tackled by number 86 of the Wildcats. And a good run back there. Number 86, Eric Lundberg, on the tackle in for the Wildcats, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Mules for the first time tonight. And the ball's on the 30, between the 32 and the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Mules. The Wildcats picked up 1 first down with the help of a penalty, and then the Mules held. And a good run back by Tyler Wood has the ball from the 15 out to the 32-yard line. There goes the pitch to Black, and Black may be gone, Bob. He may be gone. No flags down, and Brady Black on the sweep around the left side will go all the way, and that's going to be 68 yards. 68 yards, and Brady picks up right where he left off last week, Bob. He took the first pitch last week for 70 yards. It was called back, and then before that series was over, he ran 75 for a touchdown, and tonight, no flags down. As Brady goes 68 yards on the pitch, he got around that corner, and there just wasn't anyone there. So it's 6-0 Muleshoe, and the Mules will not attempt to kick, I don't believe. They're going to line up. They may try to kick it here. Let's see. Yeah. And Villa's back in here. Okay, he was out last week, and we went for the 2-point conversion each time, but we'll try to kick the ball here. High snap, and that one looks good. It is good. Snap was high, and Villa just did get enough foot on it to get that one through, and it was almost blocked in there by one of the Littlefield players coming in hard from the left end. But it is all successful, and 9:26 remaining here in the opening quarter. The Mules are up 7-0. Okay, Bob, the Mules will be moved up to the 45-yard line, of roughing the kicker, unsportsmanlike conduct flag thrown against Littlefield as they hit Villa as he kicked the ball. We did get the extra point through, and we have the ball all the way down to the Littlefield 45, so we should have a deep kick here, Bob. Yeah, it is. It is laying at an angle. Is that going? That's going to be Lewis kicking. No. And again, Hall's back deep for the Wildcats. And an onside kick. And let's see now. We tried a little onside kick there. I guess we had the good field position. We thought we'd trick them there, Bob. And they did a good job of catching that ball. Number 11, I believe, caught it. And the ball on the, 27-yard line. Well, that's still not bad. So we gambled a little bit there. It didn't pay off, but it could have. And so it's 1st and 10, the ball on the 27-yard line now, the Wildcats. If we'd kicked it in the end zone, they'd have had it on the 20, so we didn't come out too bad on that one. Okay, receiver out wide to the left side. That's DePatrick Rosemond. There's a handoff straight ahead, and not a whole lot there. The tailback, Huseman, carrying the ball straight ahead. Lewis in on the tackle, and Bonilla.
Ronnie, that was Rigo Mendoza and Lewis in on the tackle, and Bonilla.
Okay, so a pickup of 3 on the play. Handoff straight ahead for the tailback for Littlefield. It's 2nd and 7 to go. 8:54 remaining in the opening quarter. The Mules up 7-0.
3 carries for 11 yards.
Huseman has 3 carries for 11 yards, and just real basic, and they'll just line up and try to run right at you, try to run over you if they can. Now back to pass. There's a pass, and it's caught. Good pass and good catch, and the receiver is number 12. That's J.B. Alcorn, and Aaron Hobrack fired that ball pretty well covered there, but just a good pass by Hobrack, and it's a 10-yard pickup on the play. 1st and 10, number 2 for the Wildcats. And they move the ball out to about almost the 40-yard line down in Littlefield territory. So it's 1st down and 10 to go for Littlefield, keeping this drive alive. Hobrack under center. And he hands off to the second man through, and nothing going there as number 73, Nunez, comes in, Juan Nunez, and he tackles number 11, Matt Hall, before Hall could get started. And there's going to be a loss of about 4 on that play. Then Hobrack faked in there to his tailback and handed off to the wing back, second man through, and that just didn't go. We had that one smelled out. Good job by Juan Nunez. And it's going to be 2nd and about 14, close to 15 for the 1st down. Ball back on the 35-yard line. J.B. Alcorn out wide to the left side. Back to pass again. Has some time. There's a bomb, and that ball is overthrown. Looked like we might have kind of lost a receiver out there. He has an arm. He just overthrew his would-be receiver. Let's see who that receiver is. That's number Black was back on defense. I can't say that number. I think it's number 4. That was a would-be receiver. Anyway, it's 3rd and 15, and look for another pass play here. Probably 84, Patrick Roseman. Okay. Third down and 10. There's a fake. Plenty of time. The pass is caught for a first down. Good catch out there, good pass. And number 12 on the catch again, that's J.B. Alcorn. He went high into the air and pulled that one down. He got open across the middle. Had some time back there for quarterback Hobrack, Aaron Hobrack, and he zipped that ball in there, Bob, and a good catch for a 15-yard pickup. And that's just what they needed for a first down. So we had Littlefield 3rd and long there, and they really had a lot of time, and they threw the ball well across the middle. And it's 1st and 10 to go as Littlefield is moving the ball through the air now on the Mules, down in Muleshoe territory for the first time tonight on the Muleshoe 49. Obrack under center. And he's going to give Huseman the ball. Huseman the hit and stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and that was a good job there by Danny Bonilla. He whipped the blocker, Bob, and made the tackle. And no gain on the play. Loss of about a half a yard. Let's call it a yard. And it's 2nd down and 11 to go now for Littlefield. The ball back just across the 50-yard line in Littlefield territory by just about length of half the football. And it's 2nd and 11 to go now for Littlefield. And we'll see if they put the ball in the air again here. Kind of an offset eye this time. Little wing back. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he's not going to make a lot. He made a yard or two. Pretty good defense over on that left side. That's Nunez in there on the tackle, and number 62 for the Mules also in on the tackle. That's, do we have a 62 down? Okay, so no gain on that play. It's going to be 3rd down and still 11 to go. Passing down for the Wildcats. They came up with a big play on that the last time for a 15-yard completion and a first down. Have a slot in the middle. Littlefield passing the ball better, Bob, when they're throwing underneath. So far they've been overthrowing the ball when they tried to go deep. And there's timeout called by Hobrack, and a flag came in first. And so I believe that'll be a 5-yard penalty. No, a timeout before the flag. Someone threw a flag, but I think they had already called timeout, so the flag was picked up. So it's going to be timeout on the field. Littlefield will have the ball 3rd down and 11 when we come back, and still 5:39 remaining in the first quarter. The Mules up 7-0. Okay, Hobrock in at quarterback. Big 3rd and 11. He's back to pass, has time, fires, and another completion right at the mark, and there may be a fumble there, and I think the Mules picked it up. They did, but it may have been blown dead. Let's wait and see. No, it wasn't. So Hobrack really raffling that ball in there, Bob. Another good pass. He had another first down. They caught the ball, and then Roseman gave it up as he was hit. And the Mules pick up the ball, and Juan Nunez runs it back about 10 yards, Bob. So the Mules came out of that smelling like a rose because Littlefield is moving the ball through the air. They're getting a lot of time, giving a lot of time to Hobrock to throw the ball, and he's throwing the ball very well underneath the Muleshoe defense. But the Mules get that one back on a penalty. I mean, on a fumble, and they have the ball inside the 50. And this time Black hit hard, but flags go down, so I don't think that play will count anyway. Black was hit hard as he ran right up the middle. So a 5-yard penalty. And the Mules in motion. So 1st and 15, we're back in Muleshoe territory now on the 47 of Muleshoe. And it'll be 1st and 15. That last play didn't count anyway. High formation. Shotgun. There goes a handoff in there to Brady Black, and Brady picks up the 5 and maybe another yard or 2 that we lost. Running hard, following his blockers and going off the right side, and he picked up 6, give him 7, well 6 is all right. So it's 2nd down and 9 to go, a 6-yard pickup for Black, and it gives him, 74 on 2 carries so far tonight. Doesn't hurt to go all the way on that first play from scrimmage, 68 yards. Okay, we have receivers out wide to the right side, double slot over there. And we go opposite, and we have a flag down. Black picked up 4 or 5 yards, but I guess a holding flag over there. We set up strong on the right side, and then went back to the weak side to the left. Black cut back inside and picked up about 5 yards. Good gain, but we'll lose that one on a holding penalty. Reyes on the tackle for Littlefield, and it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to be 2nd down now and 20 yards to go. Well, actually 19. .438 remaining in the opening quarter. The Mules scored the first offensive play from scrimmage for them, but now they're facing a 2nd and 19 back on their own 44. On this second series, snap back. Hamilton looks, plenty of time. Now pressure on him. Now fire. Ooh, almost intercepted. That was right in Littlefield's hands, and number 28 just couldn't hold it, and he might have scored if he catches that. That was Gabriel Reyes, hit him right in the hands, and I guess that's the worst place to hit a receiver, defensive back. So it's going to be 3rd down and 19 for the Mules now. Clock stopped with 4:22. Big 3rd down for the Mules. If they don't make this, of course, they'll have to punt. Pretty good pressure. Now Hamilton goes deep, and it's overthrown. No one out there. And intended receiver was number 13, looked like then, Kendall. And just a little over his head, so it's 4th down. The Mules will be forced to punt here. Penalties don't do any good, do they?
We are on the
43 or 4, I think. No, we're on the 40 and 44. So the Mules will punt from their own 44. Chris Kendall back to punt. Hall back to receive for the Wildcats. Mules up 7-0 here in the first quarter. Kind of a high snap and no pressure, and good kick. And it's dropped back there by Hall. Now he picks it up inside the 10, and he's going to be buried on the 9-yard line. Good hustle there, but number 2 down for the Mules. That's Caleb Heinrich. And Caleb has done a good job all year, Bob, of getting down on punts and kickoffs. And he buried Hall back on about the 9-yard line. That was a funny-looking kick then. It was kind of wobbling sideways, and Littlefield couldn't handle it. They dropped the ball, and it rolled from the 20 all the way back to the 9, and that's where Heinrich made the tackle. So it's going to be 1st and 10 deep in their own territory for the Wildcats, and the Mules need to take advantage here of this situation. Little field position. Hobart. Hands off, and tailback picks up a few, 4 or 5. Black in on the tackle in, and Salcedo. And a pickup of 5 yards on the play, though, as that's a tailback Usman. So a 2nd down and 5 to go, and Bob, we need to hold Littlefield here and make them punt from deep in their own territory. But a 2nd and 5, they probably will run the ball again here. Of course, Littlefield has nothing to lose. They may come out throwing or anything. You can look for anything tonight. So it's 2nd down. Deep handoff again, and we missed a tackle or 2, and they're close to the 1st down. Salcedo again on the tackle. We had him really at the line of scrimmage, and he's running hard. He broke a tackle, and Salcedo and Black on the tackle again, and 4 yards on that play, Bob. They have a 3rd and 1. Clock running, 3:03 remaining in the opening quarter. The Mules up 7-0. Littlefield with their deep set eye. That'll be Huseman back there in the eye. Hobrack in at quarterback. And he's going to hand off, and that's going to be a first down and more, and they almost broke that one. Black on the tackle. Also one Carlos Reyes in there helping out. Reyes carried the ball in, and he picked up the first down and about 6 more. So the ball moved all the way out to the 22.5-yard line, Littlefield territory. They have a 1st and 10. Littlefield has 4 first downs, and Bob, they've moved the ball very well on the Mules tonight. So Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage. One back in the backfield this time. Now they're going to hand off to number 11, and the whistles stop that play. I don't know who it was on. One of the other teams was offsides. Probably motion, you would think, but we'll see. Yeah, it is motion. As Matt Hall carrying the ball, and the whistle stopped the play, no contact, and a 5-yard penalty, and that puts the ball back to the about 17-yard line, or 23-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10 to go with 2:07 remaining in the opening quarter, just across the 20 now, 23-yard line for Littlefield. There goes a handoff, a little trap play, and Hall goes down, tries to get up and run, but you can't do that. So it's, I don't think he didn't make the 5. It looks like he did, about a yard. So trying a little trap action there, and Jordan Bond in on the tackle. A couple of other Mules did a good job, and it's going to be 2nd down and 14, and look for Littlefield to put it in the air here. One thing we need to do, Bob, is get a little more pressure on that quarterback. Back to pass. Has time. He goes deep, and that may be all. Oh, he just lost that ball. He was gone in. Tyler got turned around, and number 84, DePatrick Rosemond, was going all the way then, Bob, for about a 77-yard touchdown pass, and he got turned around too. The ball over in his left side, and he turned right. But just a long incompletion, and so far Littlefield has tried us deep about 4 times, and they've overthrown the first 2, well, 3, I guess, and they've overthrown the first 2, and that one was there, and they just didn't catch it. And I'm sure Perryton has scouts up there. So it's going to be 3rd down coming up. Littlefield with the speed out on those corners. Back to pass. Now they come up short and drop another one, and that might have been a 1st down, but number 12, J.B. Alcorn, just couldn't hold on to that. They faked deep and then pulled up, button hooked, and just dropped the ball. So it's going to be 4th down, and Littlefield, or is it 3rd down? I thought it was 4th. Okay, 4th down. Littlefield should punt, but again, okay, they'll be punting. Well, the punter is, the line of scrimmage, the punter is going to be all the way back to about the 11. Tyler Wood back deep, just across the 35, about on the 37-yard line. And a low snap. Little pressure and not too good a kick. We'll just get out of the way of that one, I think. And it takes a Muleshoe bounce and goes inside the midfield stripe. And Muleshoe has excellent field position finally on the 48-yard line. The 48-yard line of Littlefield. 56 seconds remaining in what has been a fairly long quarter. The Mules scored the first time they had the football on a 68-yard around the left side by Brady Black, and then the Mules had a lot of trouble with penalties the last time they had the football. Were forced to punt, pinned Littlefield back deep, and after a couple of first downs, held the Wildcats and have good field position on the 48-yard line of Littlefield. And direct snap, and Hamilton keeping the ball this time, and he falls down on just about the line of scrimmage. That was a pretty good job there by the defensive corner out there, number 45, that forced Hamilton down. No gain on the play. That was Clayton Yontis putting the pressure then on Hamilton. Here comes Lewis into the ball game on offense. Number 4 for number 2. He'll be at fullback and Heinrich out. Second down and 10 to go, and the Mules scored very easily the first time they had the ball, and they found it going a little tougher since then. In motion, number 13. There goes a pitch to Black. Dodges a tackler. Now he's outside. He has a first down and more, and is going to be tackled over on the left side on about inside the 30, I believe. Let's see where they put the football. 48. 15 yards picked up for Brady Black. And Bob, that's a good run, but Black, he dodged one tackler on the line of scrimmage and then outran most of the secondary and then was finally forced out of bounds on the 32-yard line. So another first down for the Mules. A big one it is. The Mules deep in Littlefield territory, seeing if they can add to their 7-0 lead. And there goes Hamilton keeping the ball, picked up about 4, and boy, he was hammered in there, and that ends the first quarter. Big number 88 on the tackle in, and that is Ryan Heckler. And a pickup of about 5 yards on the play, and Hamilton did pay for it. He faked the Black up the middle and then kept the ball around the right side. And the Mules have the ball inside the Littlefield 30-yard line on about the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 as we begin the second quarter. The Mules up 7-0.
The second quarter, the Mules have a good drive going. They have 2nd and 5 from about the Littlefield 27-yard line. The quarterback is Hamilton. Tyler Wood split off to the left, offset eye, and wing over to the right. Okay, quarterback kept the ball this time, and he has the first down. Good fake there by Hamilton, and looked like Ronnie picked up about 7 yards, about 7 yards. So that's another first down for the Mules. They have 3, and I believe Littlefield has 4, right? Good, that was a well-executed play there by the Mule offense and quarterback Hamilton. 1st and 10 from the 20. We have 3 receivers out to the left. That's Black, Kendall, and Wood. Now put Black in motion. Okay, give the ball to Heinrich right up the middle, and good run. Good tough run there by number 2, Caleb Heinrich. And he got close, Ronnie, to the first down. Looks like about 9 yards. Or, yeah. Okay, it'll be on the 11 yard line there. Wide receiver out to the left. That's Gonzalez. Put Heinrich in motion. Give the ball to Brady Black. Has the first down. He's inside the 10. And looks like picked up about 3, Ronnie. 4 yards. Give him 4. And the ball's on about the 7-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Mules. So the Mules need to take care of the football here, not get any penalties, and get this, increase this to a 2-touchdown lead. Put Kendall and Wood over to the right. The lone running back is Black. Now pitch the ball to Brady Black this time. Starts outside. He's going for the end zone, and he is not out on about the 1. We thought he was in, but knocked him out of bounds there about the 1. Well, Ronnie, I think it's about 6. He just right on the 1-yard line, so give him 6. So it'll be 2nd and 1, and Black comes out, and now Danny Bonilla is the running back, number 22. Wood over to the left, offset eye. Okay, give the ball this time to Bonilla, and he's in for the touchdown. So good blocking by the right side of the Mule line in, and Bonilla had a big opening there and just stepped into the end zone. With 10-17 left in the second quarter, the Mules go up 13-0, and Villa will be attempting the extra point. Coming in for the Mules is Aaron Lewis. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Okay, give the ball to Lewis. And he's in there. Good, tough running then by Erwin Lewis. I think he just pitched it to him, Ronnie, looked like. But so that makes it 15 for the Mules and 0 for the Wildcats. And kicking off will be number 4, Erwin Lewis. And Littlefield has 2 receivers back about the 6-7 yard line. And one of them is Hall. There's a kick, and it's going to go to the up short man on about the 20. And he's going to bring it up to about the 37, 38 yard line. 63 on the tackle. 67 on the tackle, Ronnie, and that would be, well, Ronnie, I think that may be one of the boys that was moved up from the JV. That was Bamert, yeah, that was up from the JV. So, pretty good field position for Littlefield. I formation. Oberbrack, the quarterback. Yeah, gives the ball this time to the tailback, and not a whole lot. He may have not have got back to the line of scrimmage. Bonilla was in there, and Nunez, and also number 55 was in there, Circle. So looks like no gain, Ronnie. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Mules leading 15-0. That was Huseman on the carry then. Of course, Huseman's been their workhorse. Littlefield for years. They have run this I formation, and they like to run that tailback. Okay, quarterback wants to throw it this time, and he throws it, and it's caught. This quarterback can throw the ball, Ronnie. Number 12, and he picked up about 7 or 8 yards. Let's give him 7. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. As they're really getting the receivers open, and this quarterback really has a strong arm. Aaron Hobrack. So it'll be a big 3rd down here, 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats on their own 46. Pitch the ball to Huseman, and good tackle there. Good tackle by Jared Flores as he threw him for a big loss. Excellent play there by Jared Flores. And he lost about, I'd say about 4, Ronnie. Loss of 4. Outstanding defensive play then by Jared Flores. So they might, the coaches are yelling, in the press box here watching the fake, and this could be because, like Ronnie said earlier, Littlefield has nothing to lose. Tyler Wood standing on his own 20, and we'll see if they punt it. And they almost punted over, snap it over his head. Well, they called roughing the kicker. So that was Nunez, number 73, just roughed the kicker, so that's going to give them automatic 1st down. And that called that a personal foul, Ronnie, 15 yards. Ronnie, it was a high snap, and I think Nunez thought he could get to him, but he did rough him. So instead of the Mules having the football, the Wildcats will have it all the way down to about the 43-yard line of the Mules. So big turnaround there. And we have 7:56 remaining in the first half. The Mules leading 15-7. I formation, wing over to the left. Now the quarterback wants to throw it, has a lot of time, and good defense. Oh no, that was a good defense in by Wood. Did they call that pass interference, Ronnie? No, they didn't. Well, I guess they did. Oh, my goodness. Huseman's one that threw the ball in. Well, couldn't hardly see that, but I guess that's the way they called it. But I sure didn't see that. But that's going to be another 15-yard penalty on the Mules. So penalties are really hurting the Mules here, Ronnie, as that's going to move it all the way down to about the 23-yard line of the Mules, 1st and 10. Now we have number 12 out wide to the right, 34 out wide to the left. They have a slot over to the left and a wing. Now the quarterback gives it this time to Hall, and good defense in by number 52 there, Ronnie Rigo Mendoza. He picked up a short 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. And the ball on the 20-yard line. All right, 2nd and a long 7 for the Wildcats. Wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback now drops straight back, and he throws the ball, and it is almost intercepted by Black. Good defense in there by Black and Gonzalez in the end zone, so it's going to be 3rd and 7. And Ronnie, they're switching their quarterbacks around. Let's see who this one is. I believe this is Huseman in there now. Yes, it is. And he keeps it this time, wants to run with it. And good defense there by the Mules. As he faked it, kept it, went around. Reyes in on the tackle, Sauceda and Black in on the tackle. 4th and 6. Give him a yard, Ronnie. That was Huseman, and he's alternating at quarterback and also tailback. So big down here for the Mule defense as it's 4th and 6, and they have the ball on the Mule about the 23-yard line. Number 12 out wide to the left and a wing over to the left. I formation, deep I. Okay, give the ball this time. Oh, they want to throw the ball this time. And it's intercepted by Brady Black. Back up to the 10, 15. Knocked out of bounds in the 20. Good job there by Ronnie. I think that was Huseman that threw it, I believe. Number 15. And great defensive play there by Black as he intercepted it and ran it back to the 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mules on their own 20-yard line with just over 6 minutes remaining in the first half. That was the old halfback pass there, Ronnie, and the Mules were ready for that one. 1st and 10 from the 20. Offset I. Okay, quarterback rolls back with it. Now he's going to throw throws that one out of bounds. Just threw that in the way, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mules. Mules 0 for 4 passing tonight. The Littlefield secondary has really done a good job on Hamilton, and also, as Ronnie mentioned, they're putting a lot of pressure on Brant Hamilton. And there's a flag, and that's holding. And that's going to move it back to the 10. So we didn't notice that flag, but holding on the Mules. 60 yards and penalties for the Mules in the first half. So the Mules are really backed up here. Okay. Quarterback keeps the ball this time, fumbles the ball, and looks like they got the football. As Hamilton kept it and just was really hit over there, and they fumbled the football. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Littlefield on the Mule 11-yard line. So a Mule defense has a tall order here. I formation. Okay, and that should have cost them 5 right there. So that'll back it up to the 16. That'll help the Mules out there considerably. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 16. First and 15. And they have the ball on about the 16. And now the quarterback is Hobart. They're switching those quarterbacks around a lot. Now he wants to throw the ball, comes back, and he is hit, and it's almost intercepted, but Jared Flores and Bonilla put a lot of pressure on him then. And, Ronnie, that's what we need right there. And he didn't have time to throw it then. So it's going to be 2nd down and 15. Now they put in the other quarterback. They move Huseman from tailback to quarterback. They've been switching those all night long. I think Huseman, Ronnie, is the better runner, and he also throws the ball pretty well. But I don't think he has quite the arm as Hobart. I formation. Yeah. Okay, now he wants to throw the ball again, and he throws it deep in the end zone, and incomplete. Good job there but Reyes went up and did a good job there. So it's going to be 3rd and 15. Now, Ronnie, we really need to keep them from scoring here before halftime.
We got 2 more shots at it.
This is, like you said, they'll have 2 more shots at it. It'll be 3rd and 15. And now the quarterback is 10. Hobart. That's Hobart, kind of a hard name to pronounce there. Hobart. I formation. Okay, he wants to throw it again. He's wide open this time. And Ronnie, I believe it might have been out of the end zone anyway, but it's going to be 4th and 15.
Receivers got turned around. They beat us. They're just going for everything.
This left-handed quarterback, Ronnie, really has a good arm. So it's going to be 4th and 15 from about the 16-yard line. They could get a 1st down without scoring on about the 2. All right, big play here for the Mule defense. I formation. Quarterback rolls back, wants to throw the ball, and nowhere to go. And good job there by Juan Carlos Reyes. Excellent play there by Juan Carlos as he didn't give him time to throw. Good job. And Ronnie, he lost a bunch. He lost from the 16 to about the 23, about 7 yards. So the Mules dodge a bullet there, Ronnie, and play excellent defense. And they'll have the ball with 5:13 remaining on their own 23. Put Tyler Wood out to the left. Kendall to the right. I formation. Okay. Hamilton kept it this time and made maybe a yard. They are really, maybe 2, made about 2. Ronnie, they are really shutting Hamilton down so far. The 2nd and 8. Second and 8. The Mules have it on their own 24. Same formation. Wide receivers to both sides. Hamilton in the shotgun. Okay, Hamilton keeps it again, and May have lost a little that time. And they really have Hamilton's number here tonight. No gain. 3rd and 8. Ronnie, how many yards does Black have? 99 yards on how many carries? 5 carries. Oh, we may see Black this time. No, he rolls back, wants to throw the ball. And now he runs with it. And there's a first down, but there's a flag, Ronnie. Looks like holding way back behind the play, so that's going to rub that out. A good run by Hamilton. Or maybe it was a block below the knees, Ronnie, or below the. Anyway, it's on the Mules. It was about 10 yards behind the play. Illegal chop block, 15 yards. So that really cost the Mules. They have 75 yards in penalties this half. And that was, Ronnie, that was an excellent run then by Hamilton. They had the first down plus about 3 or 4 yards. But the Mules are backed way up. Okay, give the ball this time to Black. Starts outside and just know where to go that time. Ronnie, I don't know where they made it. He lost about a yard or 2. Lost 2 yards. So the Mules are going to be punting deep from their end zone as penalties are just really hurting them. Last time the fumble and this time penalty, so the Mules just having trouble getting it going. And Chris Kendall's going to be deep in his end zone punting. The line of scrimmage is about the 9. Okay, and he gets a good punt off. It's going to be fielded by number 12. And looked like a knee was down, but did they call it? Yes, they did call it. Ronnie, the Mules came out of that pretty decent shape. That's a good punt by Kendall. Yeah. So Littlefield will have the ball, 1st and 10 from the Mule 43. And we have 2:43 remaining. And you know they're going to be putting it in the air. 15-0 in favor of the Mules. But this Littlefield offense is, their passing attack is pretty scary. Both quarterbacks have excellent arms. I formation, wide receiver to the left. I'll give the ball this time too. There's a fumble. We'll have to wait and see who gets it. And looks like the Mules have it. The Mules have it on about the 41. Looks like Bonilla came out with it, Ronnie. It was Huseman that carried the ball. So the Mules get a break as they get the fumble there. It didn't look like, Ronnie, that Huseman ever had control of the ball. So the Mules will have 1st and 10 from their own 40, just outside their 40-yard line. Sauceda to the right, Wood to the left. Shotgun formation for Hamilton. Drops straight back, wants to throw the ball. And had Kendall wide open, but Hamilton just overthrew him. And Hamilton is 0 for 5 tonight on his passing. He had more time then, Ronnie, than he's had, but just didn't hit him. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mules. So it will be 2nd and 10 for the Mules on their own 41. Okay, give the ball this time to Black, and he's going to have about 4 out to the 45. And Ronnie, I think that put Black over 100. Brady Black has 101 yards on 7 carries. So it'll be third and a long 5. Or actually 3rd and 6. Now there's the snap. Quarterback rolls back, wants to throw it. Now runs with it, has the first down, and he's knocked out of bounds over. Oh, Ronnie, he went to the 45, so that's about 10 yards. First down for the Mules. Good run then by Hamilton. And we have 1:42 remaining in the first half. Wood comes out, and I believe that's Villa. I believe that's over on the wide to the right. Okay, pitch the ball this time to Black, and Black breaks outside. Black's going to go up to 10, into the end zone for a touchdown, and no flags. Good run there by Brady Black from 45 yards out. So Brady Black's having another excellent night tonight. He had 184 yards last week, and he has 146 yards on 8 carries. And Ronnie, we also understand that put Black over the 1,000-yard mark for the year. And I don't believe we made it that time. So it's going to be 21-0 in favor of the Mules with 1:34 remaining in the first half. It's going to kick off for the Mules this time. And they have Hall and Rosemond back about the 7 or 8 yard line. And looks like he's going to angle it, Ronnie, to over here to the left. No, kicked it right down the middle. It's going to be fielded on about the 20. And good defense there by the Mules. Good coverage as they have it about the 30.
What's it, 42?
And they're going to have it on about the 33-yard line. One of the first ones down there was Samuel Regalado. So the Mules going to have to be awake here for the long, deep pass. And it looks like it's Hobrach, the quarterback, and he really has a good arm. Drops straight back, gives it this time to the tailback, and good running then. Good hit then by Lewis, but he picked up a bunch. Looks like Ronnie got about 9. I really don't know, Ronnie, why they stopped the clock then. Okay, it's 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats, and they have it on their own 43. Quarterback drops back, gives it this time again to Huseman, and he is hit by Nunez. I mean, he was hit. Ronnie, he didn't make it. I don't think. Well, I guess he did. Okay. Sure didn't look like it, but I guess he did. Just barely made the first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 43. Now quarterback rolls back, throws the ball out in the flat, and it is caught for a first down, picked up about 13 yards, number 12. About 13, Ronnie. And we have 38 seconds, and Littlefield calls timeout. Start back after the timeout, 38 seconds for Littlefield. They have the ball on the Mule 44. So you know they're going to be throwing it deep here. Quarterback drops straight back. Now he throws the ball deep, and it is caught and then dropped. Oh, he gave it to him. Oh, my goodness. I don't understand that. But that's all the way down to about the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for Littlefield. Well, he went, Ronnie, from the 45, from the Mule 44. Now there's the pass. and incomplete. So it's going to be second from the 32-yard pass that time, Ronnie, and they have the ball second down on about the, looks like about the 12, 13-yard line, 13-yard line of the Mules. And the time, 21 seconds. I formation, quarterback, Hobrack, drops back, rolls to the right, throws the ball, and it is caught. And inside the 10, Alcorn, I believe, Ronnie. Well, he made about 4. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 from about the 9-yard line, I guess. So the Mules really need to keep them out of the end zone here, Ronnie, leading 21-0. You don't want Littlefield to go in with the momentum to halftime. And that may have cost them 5 there. And I believe it did. Let's see what the call is. It nearly has to be illegal motion. Yes, so 5 yards for Littlefield. How much in penalties is Littlefield? 30 yards for the Wildcats in penalties, and the Mules have 75. So now it's going to be 3rd and about 11. And 8 seconds remaining. So the Mules really need some pressure on them here, Ronnie. As you know, they're going to be throwing it in the end zone. Maybe 2 plays. Okay, quarterback drops back. Now he wants to throw it, throws it. And good defense in. Good defense by Tyler Wood. As he saved a touchdown there, broke that pass up. So they're going to get another play here, but that took 4 seconds. And it'll be 4th down.
6 out of 18.
And they have a timeout. They have thrown the ball 18 times and completed 6. After the Littlefield timeout, and the situation is 4th down for the Wildcats, and they have the ball about the 13, 14-yard line, and 4 seconds to go. Quarterback drops back. He wants to throw the ball, and he throws it. And good job there by Tyler Wood. Again, knocked it down, and the Mules hold them out again. So good defense by the Mules. About 3 times that time. So good job there by the Mules, and the score at the end of the first half, 21 for the Mules and 0 for the Wildcats.
Ready to get the second half underway. The Mules leading 21-0, but Littlefield has made this contest a little scary where they're passing. The Wildcats have thrown the ball 19 times in the first half, completed 6, had 1 intercepted. They have 81 yards through the air, only 25 on the ground for a total of 106 yards, and the Wildcats do have 7 first downs against the Mules. The Mules, on the other hand, have 171 yards total offense. That's all on the ground, 0 out of 5 passing. And the Mules also have 7 first downs. So even though the Mules are up 21-0, the Wildcats did put a couple of scoring threats together there toward the end of the half. So we can hope here that we can cut down on our penalties and get some good out of this second half and not get any injuries and hang on and get us another win.
Okay, Ronnie, we'll be back in just a moment with the second half.
Hey, Bob, the Mules will be receiving. That's Juan Carlos Reyes and Chris Kendall back deep. And the Wildcats have Huseman, number 15, kicking off. So we're about ready to get the second half underway. The Mules up 21-0 here at halftime. And a good high kick by Huseman. Boy, that's in the end zone, and no, we're going to bring it out. That's going to be Kendall, and he is going to be tackled just short of the 20, about the 19-yard line. Good kick there by Huseman. He put it into the end zone. Kendall caught it about a yard or 2 deep in the end zone and ran it back out to the 19. That was Colby Huseman kicking off. Okay, so it's 1st and 10 for the Mules. They're up by 3 touchdowns, but Wildcats came out, seemed to be very fired up, got a good kick. The Mules are on the 19, so let's see what happens here. We have Wood out wide to the right side. This time Hamilton under center. Reverse spin, and he has some running room in there. He has a 1st down and more. He's across the 30 to the 34. He faked a pitch, Bob. Reverse spun and then picked up about 15 yards on the play. So good run in there by Brown Hamilton to begin the second half. And the 1st down for the Mules are all the way out to the 34-yard line of the Mules. And it's 1st and 10 to go from that point. 11:35, clock running here in third quarter, just getting underway. Hamilton fakes a pitch, keeps the ball, picks up about 5 over on the right side. He's out close to the 40. Faked a pitch out to Black then, and Brown Hamilton just cut inside and had 5 more yards added to his total. So
44 yards on 9 carries.
44 yards on 9 carries for Brown Hamilton. 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Mules. They're on their own 44. They have taken this opening kickoff here in the second half and have run off just over a minute of clock time. That's what we need to do with the lead we have, is just run the clock. And there's a handoff straight ahead to Hendrick, number 2. Hendrick's going to pick up give him 3 yards on the play. So a good hard run by Caleb Hendrick right up the middle. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. Coming into the ball game now is Erwin Lewis, Hendrick out. I think that's 9. We changed that from 8 to 9.
Yeah, it is. I remember that.
And I don't think I added that on that. You might check it. Okay, 3rd down and 2 for the Mules. There goes a handoff to Black, and he just bulls his way ahead for 3 and a 1st down. A little power play there, power pitch to Brady Black, and he has his first carry in the second half, had 146 yards in the first half, picks up 3 more there. Another 1st down. And they put, Bob, they put Erwin Lewis in there to block for him on that play then.
Right, I noticed they did that some in the first half.
Okay, so it's 1st and 10 to go. The ball on the Muleshoe 46-yard line. We've used up a couple of minutes. Kendall set out on the left side, direct snap, keeping the ball. Oh, and Hamilton cut inside and fell down. He had some yardage there, Bob, but he cut and fell.
Looked like they wanted to run the option.
Yeah, they were running the option, but he was going to cut inside. You know, he did the same thing on the other side a while ago and picked up about 5 yards, and I think he would have had 5 or more this time, but he slipped as he made his cut. So it's 2nd and 9 to go for the Mules. Ball on the between the 46 and 7-yard line with the clock running, about just under 9.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Mules up at 21. Direct snap. There's I tell you what, we should have pitched the ball in. They nearly killed Hamilton then. He kept the ball inside, and they were waiting on him, and Black was wide open outside. So another yard. So that's 2 tough yards there for Brown Hamilton. 3rd down and long now, 3rd and 8. The ball on the, well, actually he made nothing then. The ball still on the 46. I believe we had a little running room outside if we could have gotten that pitch off. Of course, they had a man kind of in the pitch lane, so I guess that's the reason he was afraid to try to attempt to pitch the ball. Okay, we're back to pass the ball now. And here it is, and we complete our first pass, and it's going to be a 1st down. Kendall catches that. We were 0 for 5 the first half. Nice pass in from Hamilton to Kendall. Kendall caught the ball, went 5 more yards. He made about 5 of those, Bob, after the catch. So a 14-yard pickup and another 1st down for the Mules. A big 3rd down and long then the Mules come up with. And they're down in Littlefield territory, down to the 40-yard line with 8:22 remaining in the third quarter. The Mules have taken the opening kickoff, have 3 first downs, have a drive going, and have kept the football. There goes a handoff to Brady Black. Now Brady cuts and hit hard. Boy, he was hit then. He picked up 3 or 4, but let's see who that tackler is. That's number 15, Huseman. Bob Huseman got a good hit on Brady then.
Good athlete.
Very good athlete. Give him 3. Let's give him 3. It's kind of a short 3. 3 more yards for Brady Black. And Heinrich back in the game. Lewis out. Lewis kind of limping off, Bob. And it's going to be second down and a long 7 to go with 7:36 remaining in the third quarter. Here's a direct snap. And Hamilton fires, and it's going to be incomplete. I don't know, kind of sandwiched our receiver then.
That very well could have been pass interference.
Well, they kind of held
They just held
Wood up then, didn't they? So it's third down and 7 to go. You can hear our coaches talking about that upstairs, too.
Man, that was a lot more obvious than the one that called
Yeah.
on us the first game.
Well, it would appear that way. So it's third down and 7 to go. Clock stopped with 7:27 remaining in the third quarter. The Mules have run off about 4.5 minutes, have the drive going. Here goes the option. There's a pitch. There we go with Black, and he's outside, and he's close to the first down. I think it's just short. Just short, but it'll be close enough on fourth down to go for it. Then Hamilton faked inside and made the pitch outside to Black, and Black picked up about, let's see where the ball is. Didn't give us a spot. Okay, let's give him 5 yards on the play. So it's fourth down and long, 4th and 3. The Mules, of course, will go for it here. Ball on the 33-yard line in Littlefield territory. Wouldn't be surprised if Black doesn't get it here. We went out of bounds then, so the clock stopped with 7:27 remaining. I'm not sure they ever got the clock going. And there goes Black, turning up, and he made the first down, Bob, just on bullying his way ahead then. He was hit by number 28 for probably a 1-yard gain, and he broke that tackle and just lowered his head and picked up, 5 yards on the play. 33, and he went down to the 26. That'd be 7 yards. So another first down. The Mules are doing exactly what they need to do at this point. Take the ball and try to score some points and run a lot of time off the clock. And they've run off nearly 5 minutes on this drive, have 4 first downs. And this time they're stunning and forced Hamilton to go outside, and he has no gain. They blitzed the man inside then and messed that whole play up then, Bob. Hamilton had to go outside, and he was hit hard and lost a yard. So the clock running, but we lost a yard on the play. Second down and call it 11 for the Mules. 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Mules with the ball on the 27-yard line of Littlefield. In motion with Black. Black takes a handoff. He cuts upside. He has some running room. He may go, and he's tackled on the 10, and he was hit late. Oh, he was hit late. Speared. They didn't call it, and they were looking right at it. He was speared in, Bob. He went from the 26 to the 10. That's 16 more yards, another first down. Man, they just let him, we were on the ground, they just let him spear us in. Okay, first down and 10 to go. It's only 11. He actually made 15, Bob. It's only 11 instead of the 10. First and 10 to go. You know, that's a good way to get someone hurt. They sure don't need to let things like that go, either team. And there goes that penalty flag again. We hadn't had one on this drive after having 75 yards in penalties in the first half, but I guess we're in motion then.
Black has 13 carries for 180 yards.
13 carries, 180 for Brady Black. He had 184 on 11 carries last week against Brownfield. Okay, the Mules were the first and 15. The ball on the 16-yard line now. And there we go again. I don't know what that was. Well, we got another offsides. Man, we've got to get that corrected before next week. That's 85 yards in penalties called against the Mules here, and we're just about midway through the third quarter. The clock running now. And we have a first and 20 just like that. That really messes up your scoring drives when you come up with those penalties. So far, Littlefield has not had the football on offense in this third quarter, but the Mules had a good drive going for 4 first downs, and then we've come up with a lot of penalties. Black cuts up field, makes a few, probably 5. Let's see. Cut up field, and he's still on his feet inside the 10 to the 8-yard line, and 16 to the 8. 9-yard line, so he made 7. Brant wanted to throw the ball into the end zone, and then he finally decided to run with it and picked up 7 yards. So it's going to be third down and 7.5 to 8 yards to go for the first down. 4:05, clock running, third quarter. The Mules up by 21. Hamilton fires, has a man out there. He's open, and it is going to be, he calls it. They knocked us out of bounds, and they said he was out of bounds, and Coach Wood is not happy about that. We were about 4 yards in bounds, and they picked us up and threw us out of bounds, and the official said, no, it doesn't count. That was one of the all-time calls there, I believe. We catch the ball, Bob. We're 4 yards in bounds, and they pick us up and don't let our feet get down, take us out of bounds, and then the official said he was out of bounds. Coach Wood that's about as unhappy as I've ever seen him, and he had a right to be. That was not a good call. So it's 4th down and 8 to go now for the Mules, and 3:55 remaining, clock stopped. Can they do that? Is that legal?
I didn't think so, Ronnie.
Timeout. Hey, Bob, the Mules after a long timeout. And it's going to be 4th and 8 as they come back on the field. The Mules have run the clock down to 3:55 here in the third quarter, but we haven't scored. We've had the ball the entire quarter, but thought we'd scored a moment ago, but we're called out of bounds on a catch. Hamilton with the ball, looks upfield, and he's going to be tackled short. No one open. Looked like a man in the middle, but I don't think he saw him, so that was strung out. That play just never materialized, and the Mules are held. Maybe a yard or two picked up on the play. So, a long drive, but nothing to show for it for the Mules, and Littlefield with the ball now after the defensive stand. We'll have the ball for the first time here in the third quarter, 1st and 10, and the ball's on the 7 or 8 yard line? 7, I guess. 7-yard line. Good drive, Bob. A couple of penalties really hurt us on that drive, and of course, what we thought was a touchdown catch and turned out not to be, and then 4th down, we just never really got anything going. So it's 1st and 10. Littlefield, their own 7. And number 10 back in there again, and the tackle made on the Hall, number 11. Hobarth in at quarterback, and Nunez on the tackle, and Watt about a 3-yard pickup on the play. So 3 yards in there for Hall at 2nd and 7. Number 11. Littlefield from their own 10-yard line. They have Huseman out wide to the right side. Hobarth. Hands off, and Hall, not much there. Did I see a flag go down?
I don't think so,
Hall was pretty well surrounded in there. That's Bonilla on the tackle, a couple of others. Juan Carlos in there. Number 55 also in there for the Mules. That's Circle. So a pickup of a yard. It's 3rd and 6. Let's see if Littlefield puts the ball in the air here. They did throw the ball 19 times the first half. Littlefield having trouble getting everybody set now. And they're back to pass the ball. Have a man out there, and it's caught. And, oh, they may score on this one. And we make the tackle on Black, tackles him on the 45. We went for the interception then, Bob, and double coverage out on the corner. 34-yard pickup, another third down pass completed. Had two men out there then, Bob, and looked like we tried to intercept the ball and didn't. Pass caught, and Black saved a touchdown. So 34 yards picked up and a first down for the Wildcats here in the closing 2 minutes of the third quarter. Back to pass again, Hobarth, and he has a man out there, and that's going to be intercepted. I think it is. Tyler Wood on the interception. He is across the 40 and, well, just about the 40, so Littlefield went for it all in. Kind of a wobbly pass that time by Hobarth, and the receiver, Wood, saw that and cut in front of the receiver and picked that one right off the ground with his fingertips and ran it back about 10 yards. So the Mules have the ball right back, and Littlefield continues to come up with some good passing yardage, but the Mules continue to hold. Ball on the Muleshoe 40. Good drive while ago by the Mules, and nothing to show for it. They've had the ball almost the entire third quarter. This time, Hamilton under center. There's a reverse pass this time, and, oh, it's going to be intercepted. Well, we tried that reverse pass. Well, we had a reverse pass, and somebody didn't get blocked in there, and Wood was hit just as he threw the football, and they intercepted the ball right back. So we're just exchanging interceptions now with 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. Good field position again for Littlefield. They're on the 42-yard line of the Mules. Mules, Bob, are just really having trouble. They play good for a while, but we're having trouble really putting anything together here. So it's 1st and 10 for Littlefield, and there's a timeout on the field. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats after the interception of the Wood pass, and there's a fumble in there this time, and the Mules may have it back. Bob, 3 consecutive plays of turnovers.
Yeah, right, Ronnie. We intercept it, they intercept it, and then they fumble.
So the Mules have the ball right back on the Muleshoe 42-yard line.
Recovered, Ronnie, by Rigo Mendoza.
Both teams having a lot of trouble keeping the momentum here. The Mules had it for a while in the third quarter, and now they've been exchanging, and there's Black. No, it's Hamilton keeping the ball. He may be gone this time. I don't think they'll catch him this time. And he's going to score on that one. Fake in there to Black. Good fake to Black. Littlefield has a player down. And I thought Black had the football. Well, it's from the 42. That's 58 yards. Hamilton pulled the ball out as Black was hit hard, and Black ran over someone out there, Bob, that's down on the field. And Hamilton kept the ball, went around the right side, and has a long strike there. So the Mules do score and move the score up to 27-0. And Black was concerned about the player down. I think he ran over him. How old his name, son? Reyes. Oh, that's that halfback, Gabriel Reyes. Okay, Bob, here we go. Mules will line up for the extra point. Hamilton faked to Black, good fake, and kept the football going 58 yards for the touchdown. And it's 27-0. And let's see, are we going to kick or go for 2? Go for 2. Snap back to Hamilton. And a little shovel pass, and Irwin Lewis in there. A little shovel pass to Irwin Lewis, and Irwin goes in untouched, and it's 29-0 Muleshoe. So the Mules showing some of their tricks here, Bob. So it is 29-0 Muleshoe, 1:04 remaining in the third quarter, and the Mules will kick off. That's going to be Heinrich kicking off again, Caleb Heinrich. Muleshoe up 29-0. And this time, had another kicker there. That was Kendall kicked the ball. Heinrich was back to kick the ball, and Heinrich kicked off. I think we're showing Perryton some things to work on, get ready for, it looks like now. A short kick in there, and Littlefield handles it. They have the ball on the 42-yard line down in Littlefield territory, so they have good field position. 1:01 remaining in the third quarter. Mules up by 29-0. And there's a handoff. Pretty good running in there this time. Is that probably 15 Hughesman, I think. Yeah, Hughesman picks up 3 yards on the play. Good hard run by 36 yards on 15 carries for Colby Hughesman. 2nd and 7, clock running here in the third quarter. Ball on the 49-yard line in Littlefield's territory. Back to pass. The big left-hander he has a man out there then, and he dropped it. They had a touchdown then, Bob, and just dropped the ball. Who dropped that?
84.
Roseman, number 84, got behind us in and had a good pass, and he just couldn't catch it. So, Littlefield will face a third down. Roseman has good speed. Can't catch the ball, though, or hasn't so far. And back to pass again. This time pressure, and we managed to sack the quarterback that time. That is 34 Salcedo, and we had pretty good pressure put, I think, by number 52, and he missed him, but he got him off stride, and then Salcedo made the tackle. He's going to lose a bunch there, Bob. About, he had 3 and 6, about 9 yards.
For Littlefield, and 16 as we start the fourth quarter. There's the snap, back in good shape, gets the punt off, good punt. Tyler Woods back deep, and he's going to let that one bounce, and it's going to be on the 15-yard line of the Mules. Good punt there, and got a good roll on it. So as we start the fourth quarter, the Mules leading 29-0. They're trying to go 8-2 on the regular season and 3-1 in district. And Ronnie, I think we have another quarterback in now, Logan Cadell, number 11. So he's in for the first time. All right, pitch the ball this time to, I believe that was Juan Carlos. And he lost a couple of yards. Juan Carlos has had, I think, a broken thumb, Ronnie, and he hadn't been playing any offense. So he lost about a yard. And Logan Cadell, the quarterback. Oh, 14-10 now. So we're ready for the second down here. 2nd and 11. And Logan Cadell's in the shotgun. Okay, give the ball this time to Juan Reyes, and he may have made 2 or 3 yards. Pretty good tough run there by Juan Carlos as he picked up about 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Mules. 3rd 3rd and 8 for the Mules. As we're just into the 4th quarter, we have 2 receivers over to the left. Now Cadell wants to throw the ball. Now throws the ball, and it's caught in there by Tyler Wood, and looked like they might have had a face mask, but no call. But it is a first down. And Ronnie, that is going to move it all the way out to about 12 yards on that. So good pass there by Cadell to Tyler Wood. 2 out of 12 passing for the Mules. 3 receivers over to the left. Now the ball comes back. Okay, give the ball this time to Reyes, and has pretty good running room. Picked up about 5 yards. And give him, well, about 5. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Mules. And they have the ball on their own 35-yard line. Mules leading 29-0 here in the 4th quarter with 9:15 and the clock moving left in the ball game. Now we have 3 receivers over to the right this time. Cadell in the shotgun, put Reyes in motion. Okay, give the ball this time to Heinrich, and fumbled the ball, and I believe Littlefield. Heinrich had a good run there, Ronnie, but fumbled the ball. Picked up about 9, then fumbled. So it'll be Littlefield's ball. And they will have it on the Mule 43, 1st and 10. $15 recovered at one. Huseman is a very good player for them. Good defensive and a good tailback, although the Mules have really shut him down tonight, but he's a good athlete. I formation for Littlefield. Now the quarterback, Bright. Okay, give the ball this time to Huseman, and he has good running room. Picked up about 7. So I think that makes him 40 yards. 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats on the Mule 36. 43 yards for Huseman. 84 to the right, and receiver over here to the left. I formation. Give the ball again to Huseman. And he didn't quite get the first down. I don't think. He may lack about a yard. Colby Huseman, tackle in by Shelburne. So Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage, wide receivers to both sides, I formation and a wing over to the left. Okay, give the ball to Huseman again, and I don't believe he made it. So it's going to be 4th and about a yard and a half. Oh, good defense by the Mules. The Mules have played excellent defense all night long, especially against the run.
Well, we've given them many opportunities.
Littlefield's had a lot of chances tonight, but the Mules have really shut them down so far. Actually, he lost just a little, Ronnie. It's going to be 4th and 2. So we'll probably see Huseman again. Okay, give it to him again, and he has it this time. And there's a tackle by Barry Morris over there, number 12, but he picked up, it looked like Ronnie picked up about 7 or 8 yards. And that'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Second first down this half. And Ronnie, they hadn't had the ball much. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Mule 27-yard line. Wide receiver over to the right. Slot to the right. I formation. Quarterback hands off to Huseman again, and he has pretty good running room. Bonilla, and let's see, who was the other one on that tackle, Ronnie? Bonilla and Nunez, yes. So Ronnie, he picked up about 4 that time. 2nd and 6 for the Littlefield Wildcats as they have the ball on the Mule 23. Okay, give the ball to Huseman again. And good defense there as the Mules really strung that out, Ronnie, and a tackle in there by Tyler Sheets, number 80, and 55 circle. Ronnie might have got a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. And the clock is moving. 5:21 remaining in the ball game. The Mules have this one put away. 29-0. Okay, wants to throw the ball this time. And incomplete, so that'll make it 4th down.
We pushed them then.
Well, Ronnie, we might have bumped them then, but they owed us a couple. So it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and about 5. Littlefield 7 for 23 passing. So let's see what they try here again. They're going to throw the ball again. And he dropped it. Looked like old Barry did a good job that time, Ronnie. Looked like knocked it loose. So the Mules hold again. And they'll take over on about their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10. And that was 4th down. Have the football. Erwin Lewis is in there, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. And he is good, tough run in there by Erwin Lewis as he picked up a bunch, Ronnie. He went from the 22 about 16 yards, Ronnie. That was a tremendous run in by Erwin Lewis.
A lot of times when you run hard like that and just keep breaking tackles and keep moving, you fumble, but Erwin held on to the football in a great run.
Erwin is very strong. So it'll be 1st and 10, another 1st down for the Mules. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cadell is in the shotgun. The running back looks like his Reyes. Give the ball this time to, they fumbled the ball, and I believe Littlefield got it. Well, no, the Mules got it back. And they said, they told us up here, Ronnie, that Junior Martinez recovered the fumble. We lost probably about 9. So it'll be 2nd and 19. Mules up to the line of scrimmage. Right wide receiver over to the left. Wing over to the right. The long running back is Reyes. Now put it back in motion. Give the ball to Reyes. And Reyes and Morris kind of had a little collision there, Ronnie. And the Mules lost some more there, Ronnie. Yeah, let's see. He lost, what did he lost about 5 more. 4. So the Mules going backwards here Now the ball comes back to Cadell. And looked like they fumbled the ball, but I believe the Mules got it back. Yeah. So Mules lost about 4 more. Now Chris Kendall will be punting for the Mules. Ronnie said we might fake it. I don't think so. So Kendall's going to be standing about his 7-yard line. There he gets the snap off. Good high punt. Very good punt. And it's fielded. Well, they called fair catch. So, Ronnie, that went from about the 20 to that'd be 35, 40, about 43 yards. Yeah. 43 yards. Good high punt there from Chris Kendall. 1:58 remaining in the ball game, and the Littlefield will get one more chance here, as they'll have 1st and 10 from their own 37. So the Mules can look for the pass here. Now up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver over to the left. I formation. In a wing. The slot. Now give the ball this time to Ronnie. I'm not sure that was Huseman that time. Let's see. It's good defense by the Mules. And there's a flag for something. 48. 48. And there's a Ronnie, I believe that's, and they got a personal foul. Do you have a 48 there, Ronnie? Let's see. That's who it was, I'm pretty sure. And they had a personal foul. That's going to back them up all the way to their own 24-yard line. So they want to throw the ball here. And it's caught in there. And Ronnie, that's a long pass play all the way from the 20, their own 23 to about the 47 to Alcorn. Thirty-one yards. So, big pass play there for the Wildcats. Mules have a lot of subs in there. There's a pass, and good hit over there by who was that, Ronnie? One Carlos. Yes, good hit there by one Carlos. And that's going to be about 47, Ronnie, to the 37, about 10 yards. 10 yards, another first down. And the time is 57 seconds. 57 seconds remaining in the ball game. And you can bet they're going to be throwing it again. And kind of got turned around there, but the ball was thrown short, so it's incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Littlefield. $29-0 in favor of the Mules. Littlefield has the ball on the Mule 37-yard line. 2nd and 10. They'll be throwing it again. And they call timeout. With 38 seconds remaining in the ball game, the Mules lead 29-0. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Mule 37. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw the ball, and he just didn't get that one off, and that was Bonilla. Bonilla really put some pressure on him then and caused that, so it's incomplete. 15 that time, Ronnie. They've switching these quarterbacks. They've done this all night long. Number 10 and number 15. So Littlefield will get another shot at it. 3rd and 10 with 32 seconds left in the ball game. Mules have a lot of reserves in the game, and they're playing very well. Okay, 2 receivers over here to the right. They're going to try to overload this side, Ronnie. Comes back again, and he throws it, and it's going to be, and they threw a flag in the secondary. Must have been pass interference. And Black intercepted and ran it all the way back to about the 42-yard line, but we have a penalty back in the secondary. Yeah. Looks like that's going to be on the Mules. But we'll wait and see. Well, somebody must have helped someone in the secondary. Pass interference. So it's pass interference on the Mules. That'll give them a 1st down and move it. There's 19 seconds remaining. And the Mules, Ronnie, have kept them out of the end zone all night long. And it's going to be on about the 23-yard line of the Mules. 1st and 10. That was really a late flag. Yeah, the ball goes. Okay, 15 wants to throw it. Surely they won't throw one there. That was good defense. So it's incomplete. Good defense there by Chris Kendall. So it'll be 2nd down with 11 seconds left. And Littlefield has thrown the ball a lot here tonight, Ronnie. How many times? 9 for 29. So they're going to throw it again here. You can bet on that. Quarterback number 10, the man under. Straight back. Bonella's after him. Now he wants to throw it. And we may have holding on Littlefield. So that pass was incomplete. So that's going to back them up. And that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, holding for the Wildcats. And we'll see how much time. 4 seconds remaining, so probably one more shot here in the end zone. And they have the ball now. Instead of the 23, it's the 33 of the Mules. So one more play here for the Wildcats. Okay, there's a block, there's a throw. They're going to throw this one deep. And we had they'll get one more play as we have pass interference in the end zone, and don't think there's much doubt about that one. So that's 15 yards on the pass interference, and Littlefield will get one more chance here. Ball on the Well, it's on about the 17, Ronnie, after the 15-yard penalty. So clock ran out, but Littlefield will get another chance here because of the penalty. Okay, now there's the throw. And there's another one. Oh, my goodness. Again, pass interference. So we're going to try this again. Now, Ronnie, I don't know. That could have been offensive pass interference just as easy. So that's going to move it all the way down. Well, it was on about 17. So that's going to move it down to about the. Well, I'm not sure. But anyway, I think the ball is going to be on about the 3-yard line, but we have a timeout. The ball is going to be all the way down to about the 3-yard line. They may run it this time. They're going to get one more play. Probably give the ball to Huseman here. No, they're going to try to throw it again. And throws it. And it is caught for a touchdown. As he reversed his field, rolled back, and then Ronnie, they're acting like they won the ball game. But so it is a touchdown. And it was to number something, I can't see his number, Ronnie, 13, I think. So that makes it 28-6. And I'm sure they'll go for 2 here. Oh, 29-6, not 28, 29. So they're definitely naturally going to go for 2 here. Okay, give the ball this time. It throws the ball and out of the end zone, incomplete. So we don't see a penalty anywhere. So it's going to be the final score: 29 for the Mules and 6 for the Wildcats. And Ronnie will have the stats for you here in just a moment. Do you have them ready now? All right, Ronnie, give us the stat.
Well, quite an ending there, Bob, and Littlefield finally after 2 pass interference calls after the clock is run out, gets into the end zone, so that spoils a Muleshoe shutout. And the final score, 29-6. Of course, the Mules led 21-0 at the end of the half. Both teams played well at times and not too well at times tonight. This is just kind of the end of the season game that didn't really mean a lot except pride. And it is a big win, though, for the Mules because they end up 3-1 in district, and then that makes that second place finish look a little better because there's no one else that has over 2 wins except for Cooper, of course, who should be 4-0 after tonight, I would think. Cooper the champions and Muleshoe the second place finisher then. As far as stats tonight, the Wildcats hit 10 out of 30, 1 interception, passing the ball for 159 yards. They ran the ball for 43 yards. They had a total of 202 yards. They had 14 first downs, many of those on penalty. And they had 5 penalties for 45 yards thrown against them. The Mules had 323 yards rushing tonight. 26 yards passing on 2 for 12, 1 interception. 349 total yards for the Mules, 202 for Littlefield. The Mules had 15 first downs and Littlefield 14. And this is a stat that we really need to worry about and improve before next week. The Mules had 14 penalties for 130 yards tonight. And many of those, of course, pass interference calls, especially toward the end of the game. But that ends things up. Black, for the second game in a row, had 184 yards rushing, this time on 14 carries. and 112 for Hamilton on 15 carries. And the big gainer for Littlefield was Huseman, who had 21 carries for 56 yards. Bob?
Well, Ronnie, big win for the Mules here tonight. Like you said, and like we said earlier, they were already in the playoffs, but you always want to win that last regular season game, and the Mules did that. The game was really never in doubt. The Mules score right off the bat, right at the beginning on a long run by Black. But they played excellent defense all night long, like you mentioned. And as you just mentioned, the fact that they finished the regular season 8-2 and the district 3-1, and big by-district game coming up next week at Dick Bivens Stadium at 8 o'clock next Thursday against Perryton. And Perryton and Canyon were playing for the district championship, and the last we heard in the second half, Canyon was ahead 14-10. Although the Mules will definitely play Perryton because they go in the small school division and Canyon in the large school division. So the final score for the Mules 29 and for the Littlefield Wildcats 6. And we'll see you Thursday at Dick Bivens Stadium.